Okay. Um, what can the Vikings learn from what we just saw in the Super Bowl? I would say, you know, I think you can learn more maybe from the team that lost than the team that won, because I don't think, you know, if you know, if the goal is to get the Vikings into a Super Bowl, I don't know what you can duplicate from what Tampa Bay did, other than, you know, you know, I, if I'm Rick Spielman, I'll call up Tampa Bay tomorrow and say, I'll give you the next 5 first-round picks to get Tom Brady. Not because of any reason other than if you get Tom Brady, you're going to get all the calls and they're going to grease the wheels for Tom Brady, and hey, you know, then you can win a Super Bowl, because that seems to be the way it goes now. You know, and that would impress me. Like, you know what? I've kind of thought this before, but I think Brady is going to end up playing somewhere else. I don't think he's going to finish with Tampa Bay. He's going to go to a third team. He's going to try to, because this is how he is. He's going to try to become the first guy to win with 3 teams. And hey, why not go to a team that's actually cursed, like the Vikings? We'll give you 5 first-round picks. We'll get Tom Brady, and then we'll win a Super Bowl, because if you get Tom Brady, you're going to win a Super Bowl because the NFL will make it so. Um, but no, I don't think you can. I mean, like, Tampa Bay's got, they've built a defense. They've got, offensive playmakers. I mean, they kind of have what, every team's doing that. I think the big takeaway from this game, I think from a Viking perspective, is, what have we heard about Kirk Cousins over and over? Well, he's not. He can't be, a winning quarterback. He can't be considered a really good quarterback, because if the offensive line is bad, then he's bad. He's not overcoming that, so therefore he's not really good. Because, you know, if you're truly a great quarterback, you're going to overcome bad offensive line play. Well, Mahomes is the best one there is. I mean, you know, like, Mahomes is the best mobile quarterback for sure in the NFL. But we saw in this game what happens even to the mobile. And of course, this is a thing, something that should be breaking news to anybody, because if you've seen, Russell Wilson, he's been destroyed in games where his offensive line has been terrible, and everyone wants to trade the farm for Deshaun Watson, but he's been wrecked behind a bad offensive line too. So it's more about, it's not just about being a mobile quarterback, but you know, Mahomes is at the top of the heap, and we saw what playing behind a terrible offensive line, and that was maybe the worst offensive line performance I've ever seen in a Super Bowl. Probably one of the worst that's ever been in a playoff game. And Mahomes might be the only guy who could have played behind that offensive line in this Super Bowl and not gotten shut out. Like, the fact that they even scored is kind of a testament to how good Mahomes is. But for all the Kirk haters out there, this shows off how the importance of an offensive line. And I mean, it's been a thing. We've been trying to get that offensive line going right. You know, I think we have some pieces. You know, it hasn't come together as a whole yet, and obviously we have had terrible guard play. But you know, and the Chiefs were playing with a couple of backup tackles, so it's not like that was their starting offensive line. Kind of beside the point. You know, the point is just that, like, bad offensive line can make even the very best quarterbacks, even the very best mobile quarterbacks, look bad. And Kirk is not a mobile quarterback, so obviously you know it's more important, even more important, that you get an offensive line. But it kind of refutes the narrative that Kirk Cousins can't win because he can't overcome a bad offensive line. well, if you have an offensive line that plays like the Chiefs did in the Super Bowl, you can't win. No, like nobody can win. So for everyone who wants to, ditch Kirk Cousins because, when our offensive line looks bad, he can't win. Well, okay, but most quarterbacks can't. Like even most good quarterbacks can't overcome that. So, work on that offensive line. I think that's just the lesson to be taken from this is just, it's an ongoing issue, ongoing process to get that offensive line fixed. I certainly think they're going to, the narrative that they don't even try, that Spielman doesn't even try to get the offensive line improved, I think is complete BS. Just absolute BS. Because he drafted Brian O'Neill, he signed Riley Reif. I think they're both solid tackles, and drafted Garrett Bradbury, who has been cursed with horrible guards on either side so far, but he's improved a little bit, and just you got to keep at it. It doesn't guarantee anything, but we've in 3 years, has Kirk Cousins played a bad game with the Vikings when the offensive line was good? I don't think I can't think of a bad game he's played when the offensive line has been good. Basically every game he's played where he hasn't been good and the offense hasn't been good, it's been the offensive line getting destroyed. Like the San Francisco playoff game, they just got fucking destroyed up front, and the narrative has been, oh well, Kirk is not that good of a quarterback because he couldn't overcome it. Well, what did we see now? Patrick Mahomes running for his life for a whole game because the offensive line stunk. So I would say that's the big takeaway for the Vikings is that, to me, this isn't breaking news. To a lot of Vikings fans, this does seem to be breaking news, though, because that's been the narrative against Kirk, is that, that he's really not any good because he can't overcome it if the offensive line stinks. And maybe they'll never get there. Maybe they'll never get to the point where they have a, top of the line offensive line. But, and of course Tampa Bay did have a very good offensive line. So they had a less mobile quarterback, and they're good. And you keep the quarterback clean, give him time to throw. Good quarterbacks can win games that way. And I think Kirk is one of them. And, I think, say we traded the farm for Deshaun Watson, and we put him behind the offensive line that we've had most of the last, at least during the Cousins era, it ain't gonna look much better. Trust me. So, so yeah, just get that offensive line going. I know they're gonna try. They're not, I'm sure they're gonna do something either in free agency or the draft, because I know Dakota Dozier and Drew Samia are not going to be our guards next year. But, and, we might not have Riley Reif either. He might be a cap cut or something. We'll see. But the idea that, Kirk can't win, I think is just bullshit. I think, you give him a top offensive line, like a top 10 type of offensive line, and he's going to light up the league. He had a fantastic year. Really, the last couple years, maybe 2019 a little better statistically, playing behind a mediocre to bad offensive line, and you give him a good offensive line, and maybe some of that could it could be talent, some of it could be coaching. I think coaching has kind of you know, let down the line to a degree. But you know, I think we can do it. Let's just get that offensive line going and give Kirk some Kirk some real comfort back there, and I think he can really do some special things next year.